was a cold November day in 1581. Inside the chambers of the Alexandrov Kremlin, an argument erupted. Russia's first Tsar, Ivan IV, known to history as Ivan the Terrible, stood face to face with his eldest son and heir, Tsarevich Ivan Ivanovich. The father's eyes were wild with rage, the son's desperate. No one in the room could have guessed this moment would alter the future of Russia forever. But how did it come to this? Ivan the Terrible had ruled Russia with an iron fist since 1547. He expanded its territory, centralized power, and crushed his enemies with terrifying efficiency. But paranoia consumed him. He believed plots surrounded him. He trusted no one, not even his family. By the 1580s, Ivan had already lost 2 wives, alienated the boyars, and executed thousands during his reign of terror. But his son, Ivan Ivanovich, was different. The Tsarevich was strong, competent, and fiercely loyal to Russia. Many believed he would be a far greater ruler than his father. And perhaps that was the problem. Tension between father and son simmered for years. But the final spark came from a scandal involving the Tsarevich's pregnant wife. She had appeared before the Tsar in clothes Ivan deemed immodest. In a fury, Ivan beat her so brutally that she miscarried. The Tsarevich confronted his father, furious at the loss of his unborn child and the abuse of his wife. Words turned into shouts, shouts turned into threats, and then the blow. Ivan struck his son on the head with his iron-tipped staff. Blood spilled onto the stone floor. Realizing what he had done, Ivan reportedly cried out in horror, "I've killed my son." For days, the Tsarevich lingered in agony, his skull fractured. He died on November 19th, 1581, taking with him the hopes of a stable succession. Ivan the Terrible was never the same. Witnesses said he sat by his son's body, weeping uncontrollably, his madness now tainted with regret. With his heir gone, Ivan's weaker son, Fyodor, inherited the throne. But Fyodor was sickly and deeply religious, unfit to rule a vast and unstable empire. When Fyodor died childless in 1598, it triggered a national crisis known as the Time of Troubles, an era of famine, uprisings, and foreign invasions, one fatal blow, and Russia spiraled into chaos. Today, this moment is immortalized in one of Russia's most haunting paintings, Ivan the Terrible and His Son, by Ilya Repin. The Tsar, eyes wide with grief, cradles his dying son, a portrait of power, guilt, and irreversible consequence. Some historians debate the details. Was it truly an accident? Was it a sudden outburst? Or was it the final act of a paranoid ruler, destroying even those closest to him? Regardless of the exact truth, one thing is certain. Ivan's legacy was shaped not just by conquest, but by tragedy. The murder of his son destroyed Russia's royal future and cemented the Tsar's name in infamy. It's a chilling reminder that history is not always forged in battles or treaties. Sometimes it's shaped in private chambers, in a father's fury, and a single irreversible mistake. Want more stories like this? Subscribe to Untold History in 5 and uncover the darker, stranger corners of the past. Don't miss what history textbooks leave out.